Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Women's Mid-Atlantic Bonspiel at the Potomac Curling Club. This is the first draw of the C event bracket, and we have in red Team Findlay and in yellow Team Sharp. And I believe Team Red, Team Findlay, is going to have the hammer. So I want to apologize at the get-go here for my webcasting and announcing skills or lack thereof. This is the first time I've ever done it. This is Russ Kirkman, by the way. And the first stone by Katie Kelly is off. And the yellow team, Team Sharp, is from the New Jersey Pinelands Arena Club versus Potomac team. This is Stacy Bishop about to deliver her first red stone.
This is, I believe, the front end of Jersey Pinelands, their first ever dedicated ice curling.
Well, that's quite a difference.
And I believe both of them had started in May, so we have some fresh curlers out there.
That's great. Love to see new and fresh faces. All right, looks like we got a corner guard. This is Katie Kelly's second rock, Yellowstone. It's like a good center guard, which is usually the thing to do if you do not have hammer. And hammer is throwing the last stone in an end. I believe Stacy's going to try to come behind her own red guard stone that she threw up earlier. Working hard at it, but I don't think it's going to make there. Yep.
Looks like we're going to have two corners on one side.
Okay, so throwing for yellow now is the second, Sarah Craven. She's actually listed as the alternate on this team because the second, Catherine Rosbach, is sitting out this game. Second might hit their yellow guard and get a little separation. Well, now the middle's opened up. May not have been a good thing. This is Laura Barantes throwing her first red rock. She's going to try to put it underneath some of those guards. Line looks good, maybe. Yeah. Does it have the distance? They're not on it, so they think they must have it.
Looking pretty good right now. All right, so coming to rest in the top 8.
Yep. Undercover, that's a great shot by Laura. Okay, so the skip Jean Sharp is telling Sarah what she wants to happen. She doesn't want it too heavy. It looks like it might be hitting that yellow guard. Might actually promote that yellow guard. No, angle's a little wrong. Okay, so now we got another yellow stone in the center line. It's old as new again. I think Dawn skipped for the red team. Dawn Findlay is called to. It's supposed to be just a draw to the other side of the house to split the house. So one red stone is on one side and one red stone is on the other. Makes it difficult to get rid of both of them at the same time. So she just wants to draw in behind that cover. Okay, and this is the first stone for Linda Doppler on Team Sharp.
Also known as Liquor Linda. She is known for her ability to create, build, and sell baskets at at Devil's Spiel.
Okay.
At Jersey Pinelands, their summer bonspiel.
So not a negative connotation at all.
No,
then. Oh,
no,
that's
it's
great.
I believe, I don't know who gave her the title, but that's a title she's proudly said, and proudly refers to herself as Liquor Linda.
Well, that's about the same distance
Ooh,
as the red stone.
That is a tight one.
Thanks for those colorful insights, Jeff. Make a good color man.
Well, it helps to know, a majority of one team.
Yes. Okay, this is Stacy Slett throwing her first vice stone. I think I heard someone say back house. That may have been on another sheet. We have microphones out on the ice so we can hear a little bit of the conversation, but they are not mic'd up per se.
And just sails to the house.
Jane checking things out. All right, she's calling for the same thing she did last time, to just come up to that red, maybe sit on it.
Yes. Crawl in. Denise, this is fine.
Maybe a little bit wide on that shot.
Sweep. Whoa. Down. Up. Sweep. Hard. Where?
Jane's calling for the sweep.
Come on. Yes, line.
Oh, it's cutting hard.
Come on.
Yeah, that's great. There you go. It's out counting, but it's kind of in the open, so we'll see what Stacy does. I think Dawn's trying to call for the hit and roll, so we're going to try to hit the Yellowstone out, but also roll the shooter Red Rock to our right. And it's curling. It's not going to get the roll they want, but they still hit it out.
Looks like it opens up the double chance. Almost does it.
Well, if that yellow was second, it's not
It's
anymore.
third now.
Jane Sharp is talking to Linda, her vice, about what shot they want to try to make. Looks like they're just going to do a draw in.
Currently, we do have both Pinelands teams out on the ice right now on Sheet C. Second contingent from Pinelands is playing.
Oh, wow. That's great. That way they can hang out afterwards together.
That's one of the best parts of Pinelands is Everybody hangs out together.
Okay. How many sheets do they have on that arena?
At the old facility at the Igloo in Mount Laurel, it was 5 sheets.
Oh, my goodness.
However, they just moved to Pennsauken at the Flyer Skate Zone. To much fanfare, believe it or not, some county executives showed up for that one.
Oh, cool.
The heads of Flyer Skate Zone came out for it. It was a big to-do. They were really excited to get Jersey Pinelands in it at Pennsauken, which is also coincidentally the Flyers practice facility.
Oh.
So they're now home to an NHL team and a curling club.
Hey, there you go. All right, looks like that draw came up a little short for Jane. So right now, Team Findlay is sitting 2. And here comes Dawn coming down the ice to throw her first stone. All right, here's delivery. Maybe a little bit narrow, but looks like it's good weight. The sweepers are just watching it. And here comes the girl. Now they're gonna try to get it in there. Nope, not gonna count that yellow anyway, but it does clog things up a little bit more.
It looks like Jane's going to go for the draw again.
Yep. So, Jeff, do you know how many teams are playing in this tournament?
I do not.
There are 24 teams.
24, okay.
For a total of how many players?
Trying to do math here. That should be 96 players.
It should be, but it's not.
But we do have a few alternates. And that offsets the numbers quite a bit.
Well, we do have an alternate playing on the sheet here. Sarah Craven, so at least they're 97. Here comes Jane's shot. Line looks pretty good. I think it might be a little bit light. It may be able to.
You can freeze in that pocket. You're in a good spot.
Oh, you could have swept that a little bit.
Should have
Out-counted
called
that
on the
yellow.
sweepers.
That's all right.
But even where it is, it still makes it not the nicest draw for 2. Or even 3, I believe, in this case. Yeah, it would be 3.
So I'm not sure what.
I think she's drawn to the outside.
Oh.
Only needs full 8.
Yeah,
so
that's
there
true.
is it's definitely the safer bet to go outside.
Yeah, rather than trying to promote that yellow, just in
Yeah.
case they're a little bit off on their aim. Got half a sheet of ice,
Which
it's just
would
wide open.
Yeah, you would much rather overcurl to the right than to the left.
All right, this is the Hammerstone. Team Findlay, Dawn throwing. They need it to get all of the stone in the white ring. A little bit heavy.
Fine breaks.
Oh, perfect.
It is fine breaks.
Great shot.
We saw her. She won. She did it. Sweet. Hold on. She swept. Right down.
think they're
Yep.
counting the rocks here. A decision has been made. Now we set up for the next end. This time the stones will be coming down towards the warm room where everybody's sitting around chatting with their friends and the people they just played against. And they may not be mutually exclusive. Yeah, this is Stacy. She's throwing first this end because they scored last end. So this time yellow will have the hammer. The yellow team will have the last shot at the end. Looks like they're going to put up a center guard, which Stacy does very well.
And it looks like on sheet C, Team
Very
Brockman
well.
has taken 2 in the first end. And it looks like D just threw their first rock of the second end, and A just wrapped up the first, so we'll have a few more scores momentarily.
Oh, there goes a score on A. Looks like red scored 1, and red would be
Team Kirkman.
Team Kirkman. Oh wow, that's my wife. Good job, Linda. That was a perfect center guard by Stacy. It's close enough to promote if they need to later on.
Just a little far.
Yep. All right, now Stacy's going to try to put it behind her own guard. Oh, you heard that sound of the rock too, huh?
Yep.
Okay.
Did have the mics on the far side turned up a little higher. Oh, just nicked it.
Well, still. It's in the paint. Okay, this is Katie Kelly delivering her second stone.
Same weight as last time is good. You kind of pitched it.
It's like it's a little bit outside.
And it's curling, but probably not enough. Jane did call same weight last time, and it was. And she hits the broom. I can tell because Jane picks up her broom and gives the shooter an indication of whether they were wide or narrow after they release. And I find that always helpful. Here comes Laura. Oh, they want to sweep it. They're eager. All right, they're guarding up their shot rock. They got about half of it covered. It's right on that edge of it. It's right on a blue wheelchair line. You may not be able to see that on the monitor.
It's somewhat comes up. A little difficult to pick up.
That one is fine. Just want to hit something red.
I think Jane just said, all we want to do is hit something red, which is called the Visine shot. Get the red out. That was pretty decent weight.
Yeah.
So this is
should get that center guard.
shot. Yeah. But unfortunately, that noses it, so they got rid of the red, and they may be able to promote that later on.
Yeah, control it, Chris. If you get the guard, that's fine. Okay.
And the call is to make a draw around the yellow guard and into the house, so the shooter winds up being guarded by the Yellowstone. Sheet B coming this direction runs a little bit straight on that side, so we'll see whether it curls. Got to throw just the right weight for that to
It's
happen.
moving, but might be moving too much in the far direction, which it does.
I mean, it did curl, but we needed another 8 feet of ice. But I think that's the sheet.
I'm going to tap this one up a little bit. Okay? A little less weight, not so heavy.
All right, so they're gonna try to tap this yellow center line guard up. There's a delivery by Sarah. Don't think they're gonna be able to tap it up. They may tap up the red though. Stop sweeping. Okay, now that red on the forefoot is now completely guarded. So Dawn's going to try to call for the same thing. Stacy Sleddy's going to try to draw behind cover again. This is the second end. The games are normally 8 ends long. And if there's a tie, only the skips throw 1 rock, and they try to get it closest to the center to determine who wins the game.
Looks like it's still a little heavy.
And same kind of thing. It just, if you don't have that weight perfect, at least coming down in this direction on that side on this sheet, it's really tough to do.
And we have an update on sheet D. The score has finally been posted, and Bemis Bees took 2 points at the first end.
Over Team Sheffer. Thanks for that. All right. This is Lunder Doppler's first rock of the second end.
Jane with some fun encouragement of her teammates.
So this Bonspiel this weekend is one of 4 circuit events of the United States Women Curling Association. There's Stacy's second rock. Still trying to do the same thing as come around the yellow center guards and put it under cover. Just got to be perfect. Now this one is a little bit light. Perfect. Got around them.
Around
And now it's
bite
counting.
foot.
That was really great shot. All right, so James is just calling to clear some of this stuff out and clear some of these guards so they can get to the house.
Heavyweight, Linda. Okay, taking it out.
So as I was saying, this is one of 4 circuit events. There are 4 regions across the country, the East, the Middle, and the West. And Wisconsin has its own region because there's so many curling clubs in Wisconsin.
Looks like she's going to run into the yellows here.
Yeah, but it might pop the other one, yellow in.
And
Sweep it, sweep it.
does.
There you go.
What a
Fantastic.
shot.
My goodness. Great shot by Linda. May have been a little bit of luck involved too, but I'll give it to her.
As a lot of people say, they'd rather be lucky than good.
Yeah. Now some thinking time is required here. Okay, this is Dawn Findlay's first rock of the second end. Interesting that the red team scored in each of the 4 sheets that we have going on right now. This may run straight. It's got enough weight. That should pop the yellow one out. Oh, no, not quite. But it opened it up. Now it's exposed. I've got a feeling Jane's going to throw up a guard. Yep, she wants it right, land right there. So I don't know whether each circuit event, the 4 circuit events that I was talking about, has cash prizes, but or whether it's only the final one, I think. But some of the money is collected from the players' entries fees, and the club who's hosting the event goes to cash prizes, which is always cool. Okay, so Jane wants to throw up a guard to protect her yellow house that's in the 4 foot. May have been a little bit wide. Well, okay, more than a little bit, but may tap her yellow one in, though.
Just won't have enough.
No. Looks like I can see some white space, but yellow does have hammer this end, so they have the last rock. So depending on what Dawn does here, they're going to try to take out the yellow rock that is shot now. She did a pretty good job last end. Delivery. Calling for the sweep. May hit the red guard.
A little early on that.
No. Laura's talking to Stacy about the accidental movement of the shot rock. So they're discussing where it should go, and it's the opposing team's prerogative to put it where they think it should be. Okay, so Jane's instructing her vice Linda to put the broom down. Jane, all she needs to do is touch White to the 8-foot line. And she'll score 2. It's nice having that hammer rock. They're watching it. It's a little bit heavy. Let's hope it doesn't pop their other stone out.
Find the brakes.
Yeah, too much. I think the red is out counting, so they'll score 1 this end. All right, now it's okay for people to clear the rocks. So after 2 ends, we have Team Findlay with 3 points and Team Sharp with 1. Any other updates on the other sheets? I don't see
Nothing
any.
yet. A just finished their end.
Did not see what happened.
D is still going, and C is first stone in. Oh, we tied up on sheet C. Pinelands took 2, tied at 2.
That was Team Brockman versus Jersey Pinelands. So if there's more than one Jersey Pinelands team, how did they choose which one was going to be called Jersey Pinelands?
I don't know. That was probably a decision of whoever registered the team.
There you go. All right, this is Katie Kelly's first stone of the 3rd end. And red has hammer. Red has last shot this end. Okay, so they wanted a center guard. They do not have hammer.
Just going to overcurl a little bit, but
It's a guard. They can't take it out. We're playing with the 5 guard zone, or 5 free guard zone rules here at Potomac, which means you can't remove any guards until after the 5th one has been thrown. Dawn's asking for where it's where it's going to end up. Sweepers are not sweeping. They want it to slow down a little bit because it's at the back of the house. Okay, no tripping hazard. That's good. Second shot. Okay, looks like we've got a score update on sheet D as well. Venice Bees scored another one, so it's now 3-0 versus Sheffer's team.
And it hangs around.
I guess I was always taught that anything in the back of house you should really just ignore. It's really tough to do sometimes. You want to try to control the front of the house. Okay, sweepers are on it, and off of it, and on it again. That's usually a good indication that it's a good throw. All right, so that's top 12 shot. Score just went up on sheet A as well, and it's now 1-1 on sheet A, Kirkman versus Hamilton. I think she may have pushed that a little bit, but and it's so hard when you're coming off arena ice to play on dedicated ice like this. It's such a drastic change.
Yeah, especially when you've only been curling about 6-7 months now.
Yeah, it's really tough to adjust your mechanics. I've only played on arena ice once. That was in Jacksonville, Florida.
I used to curl in the summers at Jersey Pineland, so familiar with the arena game.
And this is Laura's first shot. And she's trying to tap up the red. And they're sweeping to try to get an inch or two, and there she goes. All right, well done. Great shot. Now that red is just buried behind two guards.
I also do know the other nice positive for Pinelands with moving to Pennsauken is they now curl twice a week with potential available practice time as well, which is a vast improvement over the every other week they had at their previous spot.
Well, I mean, it sounds like gonna hit the red, and okay, that was, well, they popped one of the reds out. That's good. Still got a red sitting behind two yellow guards, though. Well, it's good. I mean, if they doubled their ice time, it obviously means that they're a growing club, and people are interested in playing more.
Yeah, and as is the Flyer skate zone. They're really pumped.
So do they have more than one ice rink there?
I believe they have a few. I'm not very familiar with the Pennsauken facility, but I've been to a couple other Flyer skate zones, and they're all kind of like here at the Gardens Ice House, a multi-rink facility.
Okay. So that's a corporation that owns a couple of them, then? Huh?
Yeah, I believe it's completely bankrolled by Comcast.
Oh.
Because I think I'm trying to remember. I think it's the owner of the Flyers has something to do. I think he owns Comcast. So he's just got Comcast everywhere.
Well, yeah.
But Flyer Skate Zone has done a lot to promote, ice hockey all throughout, like southern New Jersey and Pennsylvania.
Okay. Right.
So I think they're very happy to see, another ice sport come to one of their facilities.
Mm-hmm. Okay, here's Laura's shot. They're going to try to hit that red. And if they're lucky. Okay, so it pops out. Okay, so this is Stacy DeVice's first shot. I think they're gonna. What are they doing? I didn't see the call. coming down with some weight. Well, that just opened things up.
Yeah.
Wasn't. Hopefully, the webcast has been picking up the instructions from Jane. She wants to draw in the house, hopefully guarding the center of the house, because red has a hammer rock, and she wants to try to prevent red from scoring any more than one. Looks like it's got enough weight, maybe too much. All right, well now yellow is shot, but they're out in the open, exposed.
There you go.
On now?
Yep,
Okay.
you're back. Looked like it overcurled a little bit and took a Pylan's bounce.
This is a thinker. Guard the guard.
Let me look at it from this angle real quick. Wait a minute. Top of the house, top of the house.
I think that's what they're going to try to do, is guard that red guard, which is guarding their yellow shot rock.
Yeah, you have two options. I guess the conservative play would be just guard it up, and the more aggressive would be just to draw it into the 4-foot behind that red guard. Riskier shot, but could pay off.
Adjusted the broom a little bit. That's where Jane's going to be aiming. There's the delivery.
What's the weight, ladies?
Definitely is a guard. May curl too much.
Up, up, as long as it's over, stop. Okay. Up.
Well, she hit the broom. That curled a good 5-6 feet.
Yes, leave it. Up. Yeah, I'm going to stretch out a little wider. Okay.
heard something about Hank, so.
I wonder if they're going to try to split that gap, and if they open it up, they open it up, and if they knock the yellow out, they take a stranglehold on that house.
Yeah, they're going to try to raise their red guard. That's guard. We shall see. Let's get some weight to it, but maybe over curling. And just taps it.
Not the end of the world. Does open up the yellow.
Yep, they're gonna put that guard back. If they don't, Red may come away with 2 or 3. So here comes Jane with her last rock of the third. All right, so she learned her lesson with the previous stone curling 5 or 6 feet, so just really throwing it out wide. If we're going to guard her shot rock.
Sweep it! Hard! Come on! Up! Yeah. Up! Get over the line. That's right. There you go.
All right, it didn't necessarily guard it. You can still see a lot of it.
Yeah.
So, Dawn is going to,
opens up a possibility for 3 here,
Yeah.
I think, from what we see on camera. Not the, definitely be devices. Need to take a better look at that than we can.
I mean, that's a 4-point swing right there.
Yeah.
It's off. I think they may got it. Trying to hold the line. They get their red one.
They need to hold that line pretty
No,
good.
they got it. It may not stay around though. Oh, yes it does.
Yeah, it will.
Fantastic.
It's a 2 definite.
Okay. And the count is, well, maybe they'll hang the scores for last
Yeah.
as well. Okay, so we got another score on sheet A. It's Team Kirkman 2 and Team Hamilton 1. Also, sheet C, we have Team Brockman with 3 and Jersey with 2. Yeah, they're still discussing it. I don't know whether they're going to measure.
I heard you're right.
No, they're kicking stuff around.
Yeah. Was in fact a 3.
Well, this is a lot closer game than the score is indicating.
Yeah, that end could have very well been a steal one for Findlay.
Here's Katie's first rock of the fourth end. Skip Jane was asking for a center guard or to come behind the red guard. Looks like it's gonna. Earl will promote the red.
Looks like it'll tick. This to move.
Yeah,
It does not want to move.
So I want to remind everybody that the finals tomorrow will be held at noon. That's for all 4 brackets. We have the finals for A, B, C, and D brackets tomorrow at noon. We'll be webcasting, so plug that into your calendars. Looks like this is going in the paint as well.
Pretty good shot. A little heavier than called, but
This is Laura's first stone of the fourth end. Sarah trying to throw up a guard.
looks like it's grown pretty heavy.
Yeah, maybe over, but it's not guarding their shot rock.
Nice weight.
It was the right weight. That's pretty tough to do.
Yeah.
As we discussed. Well, yellow can't score if they don't have any stones in the house. At least that's my understanding of the game. Should run fairly straight on this side.
Like it's grown a little bit, but it should still get it.
Yep. All that effort for naught. so they're calling for the draw behind the red stone in the house.
It's a little heavy.
Sarah's second shot. Calling for the sweep. Because the line is going to hit the red stone, I think. I got too many people in the way. Yep. Oh, wow. Fantastic shot. Stick around. No! Pay for effort. So the call is just at the top of the 4 foot. Sweepers are watching it. Maybe a little bit heavy. Okay, so Team Sharp is going to try to do the same thing. Here's Linda's shot. Try to draw up behind this red stone in the 12 foot. A little bit, ladies. Good line. Just need a little bit more sweeping there.
Yeah, need about, probably about another 4 feet or so.
Recap the scores after this stone. I have not been watching whether anybody's chatting with us online. I don't know how to do that. So our apologies if no one's answering. Okay, so sheet A, we have Kirkman with 2, Hamilton with 1. Sheet B, we have Team Findlay with 6, and Team Sharp with 1. Sheet C, we have Team Brockman with 3, and Jersey Pinelands with 2. And on sheet D, with Bemis Bees with 4, and Sheffer.
What's the weight, ladies? Is it in the house? No. And then sweep it if it's not in the house. I want it in the house. Hard, ladies, hard! Come on, my ladies!
Great line. It's really good of Jane to be bringing up these new players and exposing them to 1, dedicated ice, and 2, an away Bonspiel. I don't know whether they've ever played the one before.
Yeah.
But it's always nice to have mentors in this game.
Definitely.
You can pick up a lot of things from a lot of different people. You may learn one thing from somebody and learn something else from somebody else, and then just kind of combine them all into your own style.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here's tapping it. Probably trying to hold this line. And I think they're on their own red guard.
Just tapped it.
Okay, so I think Jane's going to try to draw through the house under the two center guards, and if they happen to tap up their yellow in the 12-foot, I'm sure she'd be okay with that.
Yep. And right now, you don't need to tap that yellow up very much.
No, it's only
a few inches
8
away.
inches.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is Jane's first skip stone, then we'll have one more from red and one more from yellow. And again, another end where it's a close end. Anything can happen. Well, plugged up that hole, but that isn't what they really wanted. But, I mean, they have another shot at it. They have hammer.
And then we'll just come through the hole here.
So let's see if Dawn can get through that window between the center line and the red guard. Last stone for red this end. Yeah, that may not curl. So we're going to go for the promote. Try to get this red in their house. And they do, and it is out counting that yellow. So right now, red is sitting 2. That port got considerably smaller, so I don't think Jane will be able to fit in there as easily as Dawn could have. Yeah, this is tough. I think they may be trying to hit the red to promote their yellow stone in the house on the center line there. They're still thinking about it. Oh.
Just trying to get
A little tweak.
Trying to get the right broom.
The broom, yeah. Or they're talking about the tap up as well.
Tap well. Yes.
All right, here we go.
All right, now they're going to go for the tap up of the Yellowstone and the 12-foot. That's what they're discussing now.
5.
If they could just move that thing a foot, 15 inches.
Nice shot.
Get back in this game.
Let's go for the middle one. Do the middle one, Linda.
What?
Go for the middle hit.
Go back
switch to the promote of the center line.
You need to hold that line.
Yeah, they gotta hold it. May hit it.
Oh my goodness. Ooh.
Oh, look. Oh, man. They almost got a hit and roll off of the center. Oh, wow. That would have been an amazing plan B. So they're counting the stones. They agreed on 2 red.
Take it out. Control.
But again, another end that comes down basically to the last rock.
Yeah.
That's at
Yes,
least
yes.
2 out of the 4 that we've had.
Let's take it out. All right, up.
Okay, here's Stacy's first shot. Assuming they're gonna, yep. Looks like Dawn's indicating a center guard. That's where she wants it to stop.
Hey, left side. Guard. Okay.
Just over the hog line, but near the center line.
Yeah, go here.
All right, so Jane's calling for a guard. What they call a corner guard, which is a little weird because it's a circular house. For it to girl, there it goes. Gets there just past, and that's going to be in the house.
Good shot, Katie.
What they call a link shot.
We like half or more, right? What? You see 50% or more? Okay, control. Very nice, Robin. That's good.
Line's tight. Sweep it. Sweep. Keep it
Right,
out there.
Stacy's trying to get behind her
Yes.
first stone, but it's curling hard. Oh, no.
All right, you're good. Nice shot.
Well done.
All the
Very
way.
nice pass.
Try to bury it.
Get a biter.
Oh, it's well guarded. Oh my goodness, what a pair of stones, Stacy.
Nice shot.
Very nice.
A little bit lighter, Katie.
Get rid of this.
That's good. Don't touch it. It's going a little further than I wanted to. You got it.
Might be a little bit heavy again.
Don't touch. Good enough.
Whoa.
Right down.
Whoa.
Good shot, Katie. Yes!
All right, here's Laura's first stone.
Winner. Come behind.
Okay, line's great. Wait on,
If
lady.
it's here, that's fine. You can overcurl.
Yeah.
Or if it's here, that's
Got the
fine.
hard
Try to
line.
bring that in the house
Hard
behind
line.
cover
It's
as
really
well.
hard now all of a sudden. Like it's
Gonna take this out.
All right, so Jane's trying to call for a takeout of the red on the
Take that guard.
center line towards
Don't throw it real yeah.
just to open
Throw
things
it.
up.
All right. Yep. All right, up. Right out here.
That was Sarah's stone.
Great, nice shot. Nice. Wait, hold on, I see.
It's going to curl, and they just shot right now, but that will change.
Hey, Russ, how are you?
Hey, Paul. Good to see you.
We have some comments you guys haven't seen. So,
Oh, okay.
Boder says, just tuning in now, who joined Russ in the booth? That would be me and Jeff. And then Bo also asked who won Furmender versus the Lauras, and it was the Lauras.
Thanks. Yeah, I'd mentioned that we didn't have the chat up, and I didn't even think about pulling it up on my phone.
So how's this game going? What's been happening?
Red is crushing it, but it's a lot closer than you would think by the score.
Yeah.
It's really come down to the last rock of every end.
Yeah, Dawn's just had to make a shot in every end and has been.
I mean, that's how it goes, right?
Yeah.
Counting your skip to make that last shot. And
Mm-hmm.
So this is the alternate, Sarah. She's going to try to take this out. Looks like they're on the red guard. That's near the hog line. Hopefully it doesn't just promote it. Yeah, they can. Now they can sweep it. All right, so that opened things up. Until Stacy's shot, which is going to put a guard back on.
has your attention been divided over between the sheet and A? Paying attention to Linda's game too.
Yeah, my wife is curling on another sheet, and I really haven't been watching the play, but I've been looking at the scoreboard. It looks like Bemis B scored another one, so they've got a 2, a 1, a 1, and a 1.
All over on sheet D.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and they're all wearing cute little B
Yeah, it's
get
very
up there.
clever.
The only downside is they were assigned red rocks for this game,
Oh,
so didn't quite match everything.
that's too bad.
I'm sure they could have switched and nobody would have complained.
Where?
All right, so Jane's thinking about it.
Yes, yeah, take out.
All right, she wants clear some of this.
Heavyweight.
Yeah, this is Linda Doppler's first stone. This end. The 5th out of 8 if they go that long. Nice delivery. Very smooth. Pushes it out and steadies Niles, the shooter does.
That's the noise of a Bluetooth speaker being connected to somebody's cell phone.
Oh.
In case you were wondering.
Yes.
All right. It sounded like something getting
Is that
connected
like a
to
microwave on amplified?
So I think Dawn just wants a guard here. Cover up that top 8 redstone. Protect it. Make the yellow team try to force a shot into the center of the rings.
Yeah. Yeah.
That looks like what they're going to get.
Target-rich environment, but I think you're right. I think there's Jane calling for the draw behind cover.
You heard her. She needs it in. She needs it in the rings.
All right, Linda, do your next.
So if you see it slowing down or you don't think it's going to make to the house, don't wait for the skip to say sweep. You start sweeping.
She said, Linda, do your magic. Linda looked like she cast a spell on the Yellowstone there.
Linda is quite the magical person.
Do you know this team?
Yeah. I do know Jane and Linda pretty well. Curled with them down at Pinelands before. Yeah, Sarah and Katie, they are newer curlers who just started in May of this year.
Oh, cool.
And are at their first Bonspiel.
That's cool.
And it looks like they've been having a really good time. And just couldn't get it to hang out a little bit longer.
It's open, but nice shot.
Linda did work her magic.
She did, yeah.
It was like dead on that weight.
Have you told them about a broom shooter and how you should do those at your first Bonspiel?
Oh, yeah, we should probably introduce them to that. That might be.
At least it's after the game and not
Yeah.
before.
Yeah. Could be bad before the game.
Yeah, so this is Katie and Sarah's first Bonspiel, first time on dedicated ice.
Oh, wow.
Pinelands' arena.
Mm-hmm.
So they're having a blast. So here we go. Dawn's been in this situation before, like 3 times already, trying to hit the yellow shot rock out with her stones. But it's fairly open, so. Don't think they have a problem with their red stones.
Looks pretty good.
Yep.
She'll knows that. Probably wanted a little bit of a roll, but
Well, if yellow noses that sticks, they'll be shot, but
Ideally, if you
Dawn
can hit
has
just off
another
nose. Pinelands, you'd be looking probably to go just off nose and roll in behind their red.
Yeah, that'd
And
be ideal.
kind of stick yourself in there and be stuck.
Looks like Jane was wearing 2 grippers, 1 on each foot. Sometimes the grippers on your hack shoe wear out since you wear them so much. Alright, she's way narrow, so I think she's on her yellow guard. And they just girded all that red mess.
not exactly what she wanted. But she still has that open shot to hit that center one out right now. So probably Dawn's going to want to cover that up.
Yep.
Take away any chance of her knocking that out and try to get 3 points here because she's sitting 3.
Looks like the ice is for that. Dawn hasn't been throwing up too many guards, so we'll see how she does. It's hard to sometimes to throw a takeout shot and then immediately follow it with a guard or vice versa.
That's the second hardest shot in curling, going from a takeout to a guard. The hardest, which everybody knows doing the same thing twice.
What, you mean you can't throw a 370 split followed by another 370 split?
No, I'm bound to do one at 375.
You mean you don't do 370 and then 395?
No. I can hit 370 twice, but it'll, if I hit 370 twice, it's usually, I'll hit the wrong line.
That's in the house as well.
It's a little heavy, yeah. It's over curling,
And
though.
It's out counting again, but it is blocking half the red, so, or even more than half. This is going to be tough.
Yeah, that makes it hard, especially with the lump in front, the front guard hanging out a little bit there. I mean, if they run it straight back,
Oh, yeah.
they with a lot of weight, they could double them out. But
That'll still leave one for red.
right, there's not a lot of room. They leave 2 for red.
If you have TV weight, I mean, you could probably get all 3 of those out.
TV.
You're going to need TV peel weight.
You mean Wumbo weight?
Yeah.
you go.
Oh, yeah. One ball and then some.
She really gave that a nice
This
shot.
has got some. This has got some
looks
one bow qualities to it. though.
Might
Why?
hit the 8-foot.
We'll get the
There we
one,
go.
bounce some things around. And at the end of that, looks like red sitting at 2, potentially 3 if that one on the left back 12, right behind the tee line, is a
Right.
little more.
I don't think it quite matters because it looks like Jane just shook.
Oh, okay. Well, I was hoping for a measurement now.
Well, maybe they will figure it out. Who knows?
That's still, I mean, you're sitting down 8 to 1. Yep, there's handshakes.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, where should we go to next, Russ? Do you have
I
any
cannot
preference?
I cannot call my wife's game, so that would be too much area of potential disaster.
All right, Jeff, you get to choose.
All right.
Well, I think the closest.
That is the closest game, I think.
That's
on
the
sheet
closest.
A.
I think we got to go there, Russ.
That's why I told Jeff that we can't. My wife and I can't do back end together. Either she skips and I'm front end, or we're both front end, but we can't do back end together.
It's at least a common problem.
You guys ever played doubles together?
No, we haven't. We've played against each other, Kirkman versus Kirkman death matches. Her team versus my team. And a number of years ago, we had a couples bonspiel here at Potomac, where the couples were on different teams. However, they played the same position every 2 ends. So you'd play 2 ends at lead, then 2 ends at second. Trash talking was allowed.
I heard there was like a pirate pin that went with it.
Yes, that's what Linda keeps on showing off, because she won, her team won that. She got a little pirate pin. So that is one of her dozens and dozens of pins that she has. It's a good weight.
So they're trying to draw behind that center yellow.
Yeah, got a little bit behind it.
Man, it's still pretty open though, unfortunately. The center yellow is on the other side of the center line.
So we're on sheet A, and that is Linda Kirkman's team with 3 points, and Team Hamilton with 2. So this is exciting.
So Potomac versus
Kamala,
Potomac
yes.
matchup.
Get it past the guard.
A little tap.
Point.
Boop. Move that. Is that enough to get it out? Yep.
Yep. If not, take it out.
That's a nice shot.
So when's the next draw? Is it at 6 or
6
we
o'clock, yep.
stopping for dinner?
So 6 o'clock's next draw. I was wrong earlier. I thought there was going to be a scrape between these two, or before this one. But there is a scrape roughly in half an hour.
Okay.
And yeah, we'll get out there, scrape, make the ice nice and pretty. People will be able to come and eat some dinner if they want. Dinner tonight, I forgot already. Oh,
I'm sure it's tasty.
It's going to be boneless wings from Buffalo Wild Wings, one of our generous sponsors. They have their name in the ice over on sheet D.
Cool.
And there's going to be homemade mac and cheese and a couple other home-style favorite
Why
dishes,
is it
I
always
believe.
mac and cheese and never cheese and mac?
I think because the macaroni is the primary piece, and then you add the cheese afterwards. That would be my guess.
But by weight.
Might still be the macaroni.
Now, I wouldn't disagree with you. I'm from Wisconsin, and I certainly would love more cheese than macaroni in the dish.
Well, there you go.
You can never have enough cheese.
No, you can't. Oh, just squeak by
Beautiful.
that guard. Nice.
Great sweeping to get it
Wonderful
around.
shot.
See if they can get it to the 8 foot.
Wonderful team shot.
Yeah,
sweeping the entire way.
Everybody worked on that one.
Perfect. Now they're sitting 2.
And Linda's like, oh no, what the hell am I supposed to do with that? All right, so Linda's waiting for her teammates to turn around so they can see what she's calling for.
She wants to get rid of it. I mean, there's a chance if they hit it.
Yeah,
you could
just
double.
Right.
It's doubleable.
Take it out, she says. All right, looks like Team Sheffer did put points on the board on sheet D. It's now 5-1 over there. Here comes the shot. See whether they hit their red only, and basically yes.
It's tough. Just didn't
Well,
really move over that much.
It's still there with that TV weight Jeff was talking about earlier. Hit the red now. But not the new flat panel TVs. It's the heavy, big box.
CRT?
Square, yeah, the cathode ray tube TVs. That kind of weight.
I had one of those. I know what it's like. Not too young for that, Russ.
Yeah, but I bet you always had a remote.
I did. No, actually, no. So the first TV I had as a kid to play video games on was a hand-me-down from my grandparents.
Okay.
And it you had to get up and click manually, like turn the knob.
Right.
And then you, for the Nintendo, it had to have a RF switch on it. And
all right, so they're trying to hit and roll off of this red off on the side. And that's really tough because that outside wall.
Straight.
Wow,
A
look
little
at
roll.
that.
Look at that. And
Roll.
Hannah sweeps it, and
Well done.
not guarded. It's open, but it's tough to get to.
I think Linda's going to blow it up again, or try to anyway.
You could even just leave everything there and try to hit and roll behind.
Yeah, you could. You could go for that yellow and try to roll behind.
No, just trying to get rid of crap.
The difficult thing, right? You just got to be, like Russ was saying, you got to be careful of the wall. It pulls you. It just is like a quicksand pit. It just pulls you towards that wall.
Pulls. Growing up, I actually did used to use a TV that had that was an antenna.
I still use an antenna.
That it was an antenna and it had a dial on it, no remote. It was in the back of my parents' van, and we would drive around town, and I'd flip on the Mets game because they were usually playing a day game when we were driving around, and I'd watch the Mets game in the back of the car.
Very nice.
Oh, maybe Team Sharp is going to do their broom shooter now.
Oh.
Everybody get out their
I think they must have heard us, Jeff.
They must have known.
But now they're all wearing pink bunny ears as well.
Pink bunny ears and purple shirts and black skirts. Yep.
Anytime you go somewhere with Jane, it's always going to be a good time. I'm sure she had a lot of say in that matter on what they wore.
Cam Hamilton wanting a guard here, worried about the run back.
Throw.
Wonder what their liquor of choice. Let's see.
It's some sort of dark brownish liquor.
Somebody has darker liquor.
That was nice, guard.
Some people look like they have lemonade, potentially, which is okay.
Yeah.
There's no pressure ever to drink in any of these things.
All right, Linda, no. You need to peel that.
The only pressure is
center
with the
card.
brew shooter, you got to drink something.
Exactly.
Some kind of liquid.
We've had people do apple juice.
Yeah.
The whole point is you're supposed to just have a good time.
Yep.
Oh, but there are 5 of them. So
They managed to get it on.
All right, so Linda's thinking about peeling the top yellow guard near the hog line.
Is that what you would call, Russ?
Yeah. Because you can't hit and roll off the yellow in the 8-foot because it's just too close to all that other stuff. try to set yourself up as a skip, so if necessary, you put the pressure on yourself, so you have to make the shots. But they have to be at least possible. So this is Pam Smith's stone. I don't know whether this is her first or second. Looks like her second stone. Oh, so okay, so looks like it is a.
Changed her mind.
I didn't even know that was possible. So just the angle I'm sitting at. But it's not going to curl too much. Got some weight to it.
It's hard to tell where it is.
Curl.
Yeah, from where we're sitting. Coming in.
Too far outside.
No. Oh, just flashes by.
Well, it nicked it, unfortunately.
A little bit
put
of a
it
rub.
Further undercover.
Cam is asking for a draw in here from the other side. They haven't really played down this side of this end, but maybe they have during the rest of the game. I don't know. You guys have been watching. Oh, wow.
Yeah, really light.
It's not the worst thing.
All right.
Keeps their
So Pam does have another rock.
guarded.
And Linda is saying, blow this stuff up.
Throw it right down the center line. Yep. Wumbo weight.
Wumbo. I hope she studied wombology in school.
It's like second grade there, Jeff.
Okay, I didn't get to second grade. I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's a SpongeBob reference that
Oh,
we've
yeah.
been.
okay. Well, there you go.
When Luke was broadcasting in the one before this, we were making those references. Right down the middle.
Yep.
Will it hit the red? Ooh, it does, but it also hits.
No.
Ooh. They lose the shooter. They promote the yellow. We need to open it up a little bit.
It's open. It's still open anyway.
Yep. You can do something about that still.
Let's see what Kama does. Yeah, I think this was the right choice. I mean, with regards to what sheet to watch, because this is a close game here. Maybe blown open here if Yale gets the score 3 or more. It started at 2.
2 o'clock-ish. We had to get the ice done on that sheet. The previous one ran over a little bit. That's okay. Most bonspiels never really run on time,
Yeah.
except for the first match of the day.
Yep. And even then, not always.
You know, sometimes
Somebody-
when we're out there making ice,
Yeah.
we gotta
Make
stop for a second.
Yeah, I saw you were both volunteering for ice duties and webcasting, Paul. So thank you.
Yeah, it's fun. A lot of the ladies out here from Potomac volunteer for a lot of the bonspiels we have, so it's good to give back, right?
Yep. So how about you? Have you broadcast any of Laura's games?
I just did the last one.
No.
Kind of hoping they don't go back because Luke and I were just making jokes the entire time.
No.
No,
Usually
it was good.
expense.
It was a very close game all the way till the end. And even then, there was a chance that it could have gone into skip stones right at the end. So, no, me and Lauren webcasted last night with Brian Dauernheim on the late night game for some curling after dark. I think maybe we talked about curling for maybe 5 minutes. Well, the game on the sheet for 5 minutes. There was lots of talk about curling. There was talk about professional curling, fantasy curling.
Because that game didn't start till 9:30, right?
Mm-hmm. Brian had a lot he wanted to discuss.
There's Kama's shot right down the pipe. Fairly heavy. May crash on her guard. It's near the 12-foot. Or not, no. Look at that. She squeaks it in.
Nice little tap.
Oh, wow.
Just promote.
Now they're sitting 4.
Yeah, now you got 4 points.
No pressure, hon. I mean, Linda.
Yeah, Linda's got to figure out something here to get that redstone somewhere, maybe guarded behind those 2 yellows there on the top 8 foot.
Unless she does have hammer.
I guess, yeah.
So there's always the bailout of the draw on the side you have not been throwing on.
Mm-hmm. Maybe looks like she's planning on opening this up, getting rid of this yellow. Leave some room for her to come in there and draw in.
So Linda's Vice is from Philly, I believe. Philly Curling Club. Not Vice, second.
Oh, that was loud.
Excuse me after that.
I mean, I guess that's one way to give us feedback.
Yeah.
All right, let it shot. See if it curls past these yellow guards. Pam's not saying anything. Oh, they're sweeping it. Must be passed.
Coming in.
Pretty hot.
Gets the 1, gets the 2. That's pretty good. Pushes 2 out of the way.
Yeah.
She's sitting
Third shot.
third shot, but now there's lots of room to come in.
Yeah, that changed the dynamics.
Future Ice Tech Oliver Marquardt is upset about the feedback that came through. If only he had been watching that shot, I think he'd be much happier than he is now. Personally, I think it could be because his mother is trying to get him to be a Bears fan when he really wants to be a Packers fan like his dad.
Did you see the, I think it was the Thursday Night Football Bears-Packers commercial?
Which one?
They, with Brett Favre and...
yeah, with the SNL actors.
Yeah. That was a great commercial.
Yeah, Lauren and I went and watched that game with Craig and Stacy. And young Oliver. He was very happy with the result of that game. Packers won that one.
Yep. And it looks like we got a final on sheet C, and Team Brockman will take that one.
Yep. And Linda Kirkman came down to see what's going on in her house for her last shot. Come on, Gene, I'm talking it over.
On sheet D, we are at Skip's Rocks. We've got 1 left for each skip.
We got, yellow sitting shot, which is Sheffer.
Steal would be good for them there. Get them back in the game, maybe play another 1 or 2.
They're still talking about things. They're getting somebody in the hack to see whether they can.
So they think they want to get rid of it, and I think I just heard 90%.
Okay.
The issue is where you hit it, you jam and hit on the yellow, which would put you maybe, depending, first or second shot. You don't want to do that.
Yeah.
You know, they're sitting 2 right now. which would put them up by 1 in the next, going into the 7th end. You know, one possibility is they could just guard. You know, let Linda try to come around to guard and on the other side draw.
Oh, exactly. I don't see a draw happening in between those 2 high yellow guards for shot.
You know, if they can get it through the port, which both teams have done, we've seen now a couple times.
Those have been fairly heavy weights, so I don't think Linda can.
They could try a tap back. So it looks like they're going to do like a tap back, maybe a hack weight or a bumper weight hit here. Just come in, nose the red, nose it straight back.
It's the angle. It's all
get rid of it. Andy's shaking his head. He agrees with me. Oh, I think that might have actually been him dancing to the music right there.
Yeah, I was going to say, agree with you.
Looks like there's some discussion in the hack.
As well as in the house. So.
Just letting them know what the plan is. I think, Andy, what they're going to do, I think they're trying to hit the red and tap it back.
Yeah, a little bit of risk.
Yeah, you jam on the yellow and give Linda a chance for 2. Looks though like it's coming narrow, might hit the guard. Yeah, it's going to hit that guard. Oh, no, they get it right past. Oh, but then there's that guard. There's a window pane in the way. I didn't even know that guard was there.
Yeah, I hate those window panes. I mean, geez.
So they roll over to the back 12.
Why didn't we just spend all the money and get giant sheets of glass custom made for this building?
Are you offering?
No. I don't have that money.
Because if we're offering, I'm sure the club would absolutely accept it.
Yeah. I think if you had lots of money, the club would accept it for anything you wanted.
Well, you need those 72-inch TVs.
Yeah.
We use 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 72-inch TVs.
Though I think, Jeff, you'd probably go for the money, or for the bar, if you could give all that money. Open a brewery on the side of the building and be the head brewer.
I'd probably get small monitors for
On the inside?
For the inside so we could see what's going on from the ice.
You could see that. I've seen some places have like mirrors.
Yeah.
On their back sheets.
We have the cameras already.
Mm-hmm.
So you just need the little monitors and a cable going to them.
No, I saw. We went to Four Seasons this past summer. Me, Lauren, Judy, and Andy, and they had in their club on the warm room side monitors, but those monitors are so you could order from the bar while you were on the ice. So it's one of those touchscreen things. You can touch. I want this beer or this drink, and
yeah, POS.
Excellent.
The mirrors must have been in Rochester.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plainfield
came from the old Kodak. Rochester.
Oh, it came from the Kodak
company, so that's where they got them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Plainfield, we had little monitors on the ice so you could see.
That's illegal,
So you could see the other house.
Albany has monitors in the windows. You can see kind of from the corner when you're up in Albany, and you can come back towards the warm room and look up in the corner.
Yeah, I've seen that.
So at Dykes this last year, we did that. We'd go up and take a look, and me and Chip Helms were the front end for that team, and Luke and David Schlanger would argue about whether they wanted to throw a draw, which was David's preference, or wumbo weight, which was Luke's preference.
Okay, so
Luke loves his wumbo.
Pam has no idea what Linda is going to be doing. But Linda doesn't look at the broom anyway, so it doesn't really matter where Pam puts it. No, I'm not kidding.
I think she said come and sit on. No, that might have been the other sheet that said come sit on it. But Linda wants sweeping now.
Yes.
Coming down the center line. Uh-oh. Look at that go over. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, I think they're crashing. Yep.
On sheet D. Did we get that point in already? Did I miss that? Nope. So in the sixth end, yellow Team Sheffer took the 1, just like Russ predicted.
So we're having a barn burner here, or a
How many?
close game.
So that was 3 yellow?
I think it was 2.
2 yellow?
Yeah.
I didn't see the end there before they moved everything.
Well, rewind. Instant replay.
That'd be a very long instant replay.
Can we do it in slow motion? Is that the next thing we're going to have in slow motion?
I
And
think
in reverse,
it's
so they're
there.
kicking
I
the
think it's there,
stones
but I'm not
back
quite
into
sure.
position.
And then you can do slow motion and then rewind back and then go forward and rewind back. It hit it just here.
We
and
just
then we
need
go
that
back.
production trailer. That's all.
Like I said, that's going to be in the capital improvement budget. Bruce is standing right here. He's nodding his head. Bruce is in charge of the capital improvement committee. Bo says, yes, we have slow motion. Ken hasn't shown me that yet, Bo, so I don't know how to use it.
It did look like the buttons were there, but again, I also did not know how to use it.
Like you said before, Bo, Ken is the wizard of webcasting, so.
Okay, so yellow just hogged their stone, and probably might be because there aren't as many people out on the ice, and the ice is just going to get slower.
Going to get
It's not
slower.
as warm out there.
It's going to get colder. Yeah, like you said, colder, and it's going to get quieter.
That's sometimes weird when it's just silent out there. Okay, here Dawn Van Dyke's delivery. She is planning to get married on the 29th of February.
Oh, congratulations.
Somebody
And they
better
Did
also,
not get very far.
I think they realized it was going to hog as well, so they,
Just cut their losses.
Yep.
so it's like those first 2 stones never happened.
Yep. Just playing a 14 stone end game.
I think people are starting to come back and getting ready for dinner here.
Yeah, the chafing dishes are coming out.
Yep.
The sterno's starting to get lit.
Sheets B and C are broom stacking behind us, so feels a little tighter from where we are.
I love having these bar stools up here, though.
It does give a nice advantage, yeah. Get a little bit higher, get to see.
Sorry, Jeff.
Jeff just clicks the buttons.
Yep.
But he's got this, he has like 10 different 20 or so angles to look at.
Yeah. There's a lot of action on this computer.
I think Linda wants one behind that guard, maybe.
Yep.
A little tight. Seaver's on early. Ooh, that picked over.
Boy, if they got that in the house, over there by the wall, sometimes it's really tough to get those out.
So if you haven't heard us say it enough already, Jeff is a brewer. So, Jeff, it's Women's Mid-Atlantic, 4-sided 2020. What kind of beer would you make for this event?
I think that's a tough one. If I had to pick one we had already made, just for the women's event here, I probably would do our Queen Kolsch, which was a honey Kolsch. Something nice, light, easy to drink. Partnered really well with our King Kolsch.
It's a nice shot there. Just behind the back forefoot.
Not an ice brew? Or some sort of cold brew, ice brew, whatever.
A Kolsch?
No. Never mind.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know what a Kolsch is.
Kolsch is just a style of beer.
Oh, I figured that.
Yeah. It's most similar to, it's in between a lager and an ale.
Oh, okay. All right, they're trying to freeze this red onto the yellow in the back of the house. but they don't even make it to the house.
Said that ends up a nice card.
Yeah, exactly. Just not what they wanted to do. Okay, this is the second stone. Don't think that's going to make it past the red one. Okay, they're going to try to attack that yellow in the back 8 again. Linda's going for the sweep. They don't get by.
Hey, that's not a bad plan B or C, though. Get one in the house, open it up a little bit more.
Yep, definitely open now. Yep, Kama's calling for the takeout because you can't score if you don't have stones in the house. What was that?
She said, Linda doesn't like it if you do, but I do. Been watching a little bit when I was over at the bar after making the ice and saw there was some good banter between Linda and Kama. So.
Yeah, normally there's good banter with Linda. She likes to banter.
Little tight, rubs off the red, but still hits the yellow over. Not ideal striking the yellow over, but it still doesn't matter at the moment.
Well, if they take that yellow out,
then it does matter, yeah.
Then that red is sitting behind 2 guards. So. Sorry, if you hear crowd noise, it's the rowdy tables behind us.
That just means everyone's having a good time. And that's what we want, right?
Pinelands always has a good time.
Oh, man, I heard they had that vanilla wafer cookie dip stuff last night. I'm bummed I missed it.
Oh, I love that stuff. It's basically cream cheese, chocolate chips, vanilla flavoring.
Oh, come on, Pam. Oh, it doesn't have enough. Harder.
That's not one you hear very often.
At least they're shot.
Right on the button.
Still sweeping.
I didn't say up yet. No, that was the right call, though. I mean, they needed to sweep the heck out of that.
Yeah. And you keep sweeping even when it's done.
Got a whole bunch of stones in play on sheet D, too. No idea what's going on. It's on the far end of the ice. But Team Shepherd's only 3 behind, so.
It looks like Red's shot maybe back 4 foot, back 8, and then potentially also like T-Wine 8 foot. And then all of the yellows are hanging out in the 12 foot.
12 foot back, okay.
Yeah. So potentially Red might be sitting 2 on D.
All right, Pam's delivery. Just trying to draw in. Linda calls for the sweep. Probably draw it in right. right next to their shot rock.
Yep, says right to it. Little tap's okay. More tap than that, though.
Now, if yellow comes down and hits that top 4-foot red, it may pop out the button red, but
They could jam on the back yellow there.
yeah, and the yellow shot, if they nose it, is not going to be counting. It'd just be guarding that the red rock that's in the middle of that traffic jam. And don't forget about the red rock and the 12-foot too. So if they screw up somehow and pop their back 8-foot out and roll the shooter,
Now you're looking at
yeah,
three red with potential to get more. Yeah. But we're just gonna have a production trailer, so we need to worry about that. Eventually, we're gonna have a production trailer. We're gonna make this a professional operation, and we won't have to worry about
paid for this. That means professional, right?
Exactly.
Professional means paid, right?
That's a varying opinion.
Well, this is my first time doing announcing, so it's been real fun.
Yeah, you're doing a great job, Ross.
And it looks like we have a final on sheet D.
Yep, they're shaking. Okay, here comes Stone. It's coming down hard, and it does hit.
It jams.
Wow.
Rolls too far out, though.
Ooh.
So now we're looking at 3 for Linda Kirkman.
But the center of the house is just wide open, and there's a wide open port, too.
I think you'd want to draw behind the red and the top 12 there. If you could, leave the middle open.
I don't see. I'd probably put up a guard in the 12-foot on that left side. Make it more difficult for them to draw into that open center.
Turn the hockey rink next to us into a studio. Yeah, they don't need the space. There's about a 50 square foot of space they don't need. We just need someone to come up with our own theme song.
Well,
Some graphic effects that happen.
I think when we build the brewery, that we need to change the roof into glass, and put the warm room above the sheets of ice, so you could look down at the play.
Oh, so like a glass floor.
Yes, exactly.
So you're standing on top of the ice sheet.
But you'd probably have to ban kilts, though.
Oh,
If that's the case.
yeah, sorry.
You don't want people down on the ice getting startled on their sliders.
Ooh, that looks fairly heavy. Let's see where it's going to wind up. I think it may be going through.
Just too heavy, yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Adrenaline.
okay. They're
Adrenaline.
still sitting 3. I still like the draw behind that red. I think that's what they're thinking about right there.
Yeah, and they have to get it behind cover because they want to just have an opportunity to take it out. So.
Let's see. Bo says that he'll talk to his kid about theme music. He's a better composer. And then also we need a camera person on the ice for close-ups. We can just all wear GoPros. Put a GoPro on the stone as it spins around. That won't lead to motion sickness, right?
No, not at all.
Nope. Or any epileptic seizures. All right, so this comes the last stone of the 7th end. She's trying to draw behind cover. in the house. Their sweepers are on it.
All the way, you hear say, all the way.
Jenny says it needs it. Well, Kama's even up there helping it out. All right, well, it's shot rock now.
Shot rock, but it's wide open.
Yeah.
Linda hits this, noses, sticks around. That's 4.
And that's probably the game.
Could be.
Potentially.
Put them up by 3.
Up by 3 in the last end.
Gotta go for it, right?
Oh.
If you're Linda, you go for it. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, it's an easy call for Linda.
This is tough for me to watch.
You just got to make the shot.
Close your eyes, Russ. We'll tell you what happens.
Yeah. We can always replay it for you.
Oh, man, that's pretty wide.
I heard it, don't touch.
Yeah, it's not going to come back.
I thought you were closing your eyes.
No, Linda's groaning in pain.
So that's going to be a steal of 1 for Team Hamilton. And
what? No.
High
That was just a
high five from Linda. It was very confusing. It looked like a potential handshake.
Linda walked in, so
Linda-
I don't
I think Linda's going straight to the bar. No.
All right, now.
Linda's coming over to micro. I think she's going to tell us what's happening here. Little strategy talk between Russ and Linda here. I think Linda just said it's party time.
Yep. Linda's ready for a good time.
Linda comes in, she's talking to Russ, and Russ just happens to point out that, hey, you're still playing, and Linda goes, oh, shoot, and runs back out onto the ice.
Oh, dear.
Fortunately, Hannah hogged her first stone there. Linda's back out there. She's ready to call her next stone.
She's having
ready.
a good time.
Let's get this going. Linda wants something in the house. It's time for a comeback. They're only down by 2.
Yeah.
This is piece of cake.
Anybody's game.
Thank you. And they can't even get the scraper off.
No, I know.
No.
Andy was kind of hoping that the game might be quick or finish early so that he could get the scraper down onto the ice to cool it down the blade. I think that stone was hogged too.
Yeah, what the heck?
2 hog stones.
Oh, it was hogged?
Yeah.
I thought it was.
I think they pushed it because it was hogged.
Well, again, we've only got one team out on the ice, so it's definitely getting colder.
I mean, Andy's out there putting hat covers on and sweeping out the hacks.
It's not a subtle hint at all.
He's Scottish, so, right? He's got a warm personality. No, I got to get out there, too, when this game's over. Help him out. That's a tight guard. Does not count, so it's a tight guard. There from Hannah Burkhardt.
Ooh, that's fast.
Not what Linda needs.
Nope. As we said before, you generally need rocks in the house to get points.
Yep. Oh, it was so weird. Last Sunday, I did not skip. I swept for the first time this season. And walking next to a stone, trying to determine where it's going to go is totally different than watching it come towards you.
Yep.
I was all over the place with my supposed weight calls.
This looks a little light, too.
Hannah's a really good sweeper.
But they get it over. It's a 1. I heard a rumor that Luke Thomason was bringing back 500 boneless wings tonight.
Oh,
That's
wow.
it? You gotta need more than that, I think.
We'll see. There's the mac and cheese and everything else. We don't let you leave hungry here at Potomac. That's for sure. Sweep that in, ladies.
Little short.
Yeah, I think they were holding off on sweeping it because I think it was on that yellow.
Yeah,
Oh.
don't want to hit that yellow.
They needed it to move. Okay.
Yep.
Well, let's see. We determined that there were at least 97 players in
Correct.
the tournament. So if they show
24
up,
teams, yeah.
if they all show up, plus, a dozen volunteers,
Hey,
it's only like 5 wings apiece.
yeah,
So that's a good amount.
but there's mac and cheese as well.
Yeah.
You're forgetting about the mac and cheese.
But how much mac and cheese is there? Are we talking like 50,
how many
60
macs?
pounds of mac and cheese?
How many macs and how many cheeses?
I mean, I'm kind of hoping we went through like 20 bricks of cheese.
Knowing Jen and Judy, there's going to be plenty of food.
Just don't tell me it's a Mac 10.
A what?
I think a Mac 10 is a gun.
I don't know what that. Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Oh, I just hope the mac and cheese is good.
That looks heavy.
It's going to be good.
It's gonna be Gouda.
Gouda. Boom. Why weren't you making these jokes earlier,
That
Jeff?
joke for the win. Because now I know what I'm doing on this computer.
You had a microphone the entire last draw and you didn't make a single joke. That sticks around.
Yeah.
So
That's
currently 1 point right now
That's
on the
one.
board. That's Linda's.
Linda's happy.
Got 1 rock in the rings. That's Linda's team. Russ, I think you gotta come up with a catchphrase like the Canadian broadcasters do. You know, the one guy on TSN, his make the final.
No.
Or he does the count 'em up thing, and he does the count 'em 1, 2, 3, 4. You gotta come up with something like that, Russ,
Okay.
and then you'll be a real broadcaster.
Yeah. Put another curly W in the books or something like that.
That's right.
Yep.
It's a nice shot. It's front 8, top 8 there, but it's wide open.
All right, they're going to try to promote their red one.
Or is it wide open? I can't tell. These angles from this chair on the far sheet.
And the
Well, we just
Yeah,
need
and the
longer headset cords.
the camera is also not too helpful with that either.
So what was it called here, Russ? I can't.
Tapping up their red, but I think it's...
They're holding it.
It's holding.
They're holding it.
Yeah, they hit it, though. It's going to hit the yellow.
Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go.
Well, I know they got more opportunities to do the same thing.
Put up a guard, he says. Let's switch the microphones up here so we get ambient from the front, from the skips. Sweepers on it early. Keeping it straight.
Yeah, it's going to be a good guard.
Mm-hmm. A long guard, but a good guard.
Well, it certainly takes away those promotes. Now Linda's got to look on the other side of the sheet. Unless she wants to have her vice start blowing things up.
Which wouldn't be the worst thing in the world if you can double the two yellow.
The hog line guards. Yep.
Bo, I see you asked if we can switch the microphones. There's the two on the switchboard. There's the ambient far and the ambient near, and all you have to do is turn the levels up and down on the slidey controls. So we've been doing that this game and the last game so that you could hear what the skips are calling a little better. Linda says, which way do you want to come? And then she said, let's come this way.
Yeah, but Pam can throw with some weight, so we'll see if that's too much ice. Okay, Linda's not saying anything.
Go peel it. Run it back.
Holy
Hit
crap.
that one.
Holy.
Wow, that's a great shot.
Oh,
You know what we need? We need a replay
we
of
need a
that.
replay of that one.
Minus 10. Yep.
Not a lot of
we
weight,
go.
but it might be able to get him.
Hits that
Into
red.
the guard.
Oh,
wow.
wow. Christy with
That is a
heck of
replay.
shot.
That is a
Forgot
depth.
to record
Yeah, well.
that. Whoopsies. Well, it could be replayed on.
You can rewind it yourselves at
Yeah.
home.
It's very easy on YouTube to do a replay yourself.
But that was a very lucky shot for Team Kirkman.
Mm-hmm.
Who is now sitting 2. Could tie the game.
And are they trying to do a double tap?
Potentially. It's Kama's first stone. Sweepers on.
That
Here's
might
the
work.
first
Look at
tap.
this.
The second
Oh.
tap.
Oh!
Not quite enough.
But it does outcount the second one in the back.
Right. So they're sitting second shot. So Linda's got to find a way to
Get one in second.
at least one, if
least
not get
one.
rid of this, so that she can sit 3, right? Ultimately, you want the win. You don't want to have to do skip stones.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now they're trying to figure out what they need to do with Linda's first rock. Should we guard up those taps again? Should we try to come around, draw in from the other side? Oh, she's going out to take a look at things. Yeah, I've been in the house sometimes, and I have no idea what to do. And my front end says, hello, there's this obvious shot over here. Oh, yeah, that's right. But, you know, they're just the different angle of looking at things sometimes can really change your perspective. All right, decision has been made, but I don't know what the decision is.
It's like going after something up front.
So
Hit her own red.
Linda needs 2 to tie, 3 to win. So I think they may be trying to
I think the
promote
idea,
that
yeah, tap
guard.
that, hit that back, hit the yellow maybe, hit the other yellow to knock that other yellow out.
I think they're just trying to hit that red back into the closer red guard. Nope, here she is.
Change of
Changing it,
mind.
or drawing in from that
Ooh,
side.
from the wall though.
Yeah, that's tough.
Don't need too much, though. As long as you can get close to the 8-foot, you're in good shape.
It's got enough weight. Too much, I think.
I don't know. Yeah, I heard Linda make an exclamation that she was not very happy with that.
Well, looks to be doing
Pam's-
something.
Pam
Good.
is a skip
Yep.
in her own
Nope.
right,
Yep.
so
And
Yep.
she can
Sitting
now
two.
sitting 2.
Sitting two. Linda just said, that's an accident.
You have been Kirkman'd. I think they're still looking at that tap or even the draw. I don't know whether they got a draw through that
The port? Yeah.
port.
It's a tight one.
It looks so narrow in real life, but on the monitors, it looks like there's 4 feet in between those stones.
Probably about 3 feet between the two that are two yellows that are touching.
It's a
into the
top
total.
yellow on that right side, though.
Mm-hmm.
That 2-3 guard. Somehow they got to get around that. I don't know. I guess I'd do the same thing that she just did. Just double tap that, promote that yellow in the 12-foot, just another 1.5 feet. No. Kama's backing up to take a look at things from a different angle. This is good. If you have a good rapport between your skip and your vice, you know, you can offer opinions on different shots or the chances of making those shots. You can bounce things off each other.
I think they're just looking for a way. What can we do to take away any shot for Linda where we can sit one?
Or
She-
force her to 1.
Or force her, yeah, force her to only one.
Can't quite tell the line, but there might be a way to tap your yellow that's in the house.
Yeah, it's hard to tell from the
Right.
angle we're sitting at.
If you get the right cut, you could do it.
Well, they've had a couple instances where they've had to really think about what they want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think they're going for the double tap again.
Could be trying to draw through the port.
Well, it might be a plan A, plan B type of thing too.
Yeah.
But with the double tap, it depends on the weight. You can't really throw the same weight for both shots. You have to make up your mind. It's either going to be a draw because a draw weight isn't going to tap that 12-foot up very much.
Bo asks, can't she ignore all the other rocks? And he says, easier said than done, and then just draw around her own rock into the 12-foot.
Yeah, I think that's what they might be doing.
I think so, but you know, one thing that we've been seeing all weekend and all last week playing is that the edges have been really straight.
Oh, they're on it right away. Sweepers are.
They just don't want this to be narrow.
I hear the crowd yelling up, but they're going for the.
Heavy, 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 heavy. Here's the tap. Sweep it in, sweep it in. Very
Ooh,
nice.
Very good.
So red still won.
Red still won. Linda's got a shot for
And-
2.
Yeah, but there's no way that she can get rid of that yellow second shot. It is touching the red.
I'm sure there's a way,
Well,
just not at our skill level.
Wombo weight.
Wumbo weight. I'm sure there's a way. There's probably a way you can run the yellow back into the red, back into the yellow, and then you'll probably have to double your red and the yellow out. But the one red that's the 3 guard should hang around. But I mean, I don't even trust the TV people to
Which is where we need
Yeah.
arrows and everything else.
Yeah.
We can-
be like, oh.
I hear it's coming, so it's coming.
I'll have to get more cameras.
Live on ice camera people.
Yeah.
That's your next job, Jeff.
I know.
Problem-
I have connections for that. I know people.
They have to do it for free, though.
That might be tough. Also, a lot of them work in New York right now, so.
The only real promote that I see Linda having is the one that's already shot rocking. Who cares if you promote that any further?
Could you in off? I don't think the angle might be there for the in off the red and pop it, but
Well, yeah, that outside
yeah, the
red, they
outside
could
red.
just bump that up 3-4 feet.
She's going to take the risk of the wall. And
So this is
I
hammer.
guess top,
right?
maybe tap that.
You could also just nose it and move it straight back.
Yeah, that's
Right.
what I
And
was
that's-
thinking.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and that'll probably be enough. I'll get you your 2, but
But
3
it's got to go.
is-
It's got to go
Yep,
straight
Bo,
back.
pretty
I
tough.
think, Bo, we 100% agree with you. Promote that right into 12-foot and straight back, and that's what she's doing with taking that ice way out there by the wall. It's just you have to deal with the wall.
And we
her
got
her last shot there curled, so
I haven't played on a wall sheet in a while, so I don't know. All right, here's Linda.
Ooh, that's heavy.
Seems real heavy.
and it's going at the wall.
Oh, look at that.
And
No way that's coming back.
It might not make the house.
is it gonna rub?
It came back.
It came back. Is it gonna get
No!
enough? Is it gonna get
Nope.
enough? Oh!
Amazing.
So winners of this team, Kama Hamilton. Congratulations.
Close fought game.
Yep, and somebody's fallen into the party bracket. Thanks, gentlemen.
Yep, and
Talk to you later.
that will do it for us. And
Time for a scrape.
time for a scrape.